This way. And then you're going to go.
Good evening. I would like you to all turn towards the flag as Madison Butow sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Madison. Good evening. My name is Jen Corrigan, and I'm the principal with Gorham Middle High School. And at this time, our person of ceremonies will have the graduates seated. Thank you, Hallery. I would like to welcome you to tonight's graduation ceremony. A graduation ceremony is always such a special occasion. The culmination of years of hard work, the actualization of goals attained, and the acknowledgement of successes achieved. So it is only fitting that tonight we commemorate the road that we've all traveled together these many years. I would like to specifically thank our distinguished guests, parents, siblings, and extended families for your continued support. I also want to thank Senior Class Advisor, Ms. Lemoyne, and our assistants, Donna Terrio and Wendy Haynes, for coordinating and arranging the many details for tonight's ceremony. The Dean of Students, Ms. Griglovich, along with our faculty, for their tireless efforts in providing a world-class education for these students. From the custodial crew to the Chem Free Committee, a lot of people have put a lot of effort into this evening's events. Seniors, on behalf of the faculty and staff at Gorham Middle High School, I want you to know how proud we are of all of you. And now, it is with great pride that I present to all of you the graduating class of 2021. And valedictorian plaques given annually at our commencement exercises. He left his trademark of selfless commitment on nearly everyone with whom he worked. Students who graduated under his tenure have most likely become better people because of his influence. It is with pride that the tradition of excellence symbolized by these plaques tonight for the recipients of salutatorian Jocelyn Parody, and valedictorian Libby Fortin. It's a little windy up here. And next, commencement addresses. I'd like to call Libby back up for the valedictorian speech titled Sorry.
My favorite game is Sorry, and I play this game almost daily with my mom. This board game is simple, but most times I find that simple is best. In playing this game so many times, I have come to realize that many of the cards you pick and how you choose to play are sort of like life. I would like to share with you the lessons this game has taught me. Persevere. No matter what card you pick, you have to play. Sometimes it will be the card you were waiting for, and sometimes it will be a card that doesn't help you at all. Either way, the game goes on. Be patient. A 1 or a 2 can get you out of start and onto the board. This may come early in the game, or this may come late in the game. But as we've been told all throughout life, speed does not always mean you're going to win. So be patient and wait for your time to come. Be willing to give and accept second chances. Drawing a 2 means you get to go again. For those of you who don't know, I failed my driving test. We had been sitting at the intersection for several minutes, waiting to pull out into traffic. I got nervous and stepped on the gas, and let's just say I did not walk out with my license. But my very brave driving examiner handed me the equivalent of a 2 card to try again in 14 days, and I do have my license now. The 2 is usually a favorite card of the game because you are allowed another chance. There are times in our lives when we all will make mistakes or need to try again. Be sure to give the people in your life, and most importantly yourself, second chances. Look for the silver lining. The backwards 4 card does not come up often, but when it does, you have to move backwards. This may seem like a bad thing, but once in a while, when you least expect it, this backwards 4 will push you into a better place. When you receive a setback in life, especially if you are moving ahead, do not focus on where it took you from, but where it took you to. Share. The 7 card can be split and shared by 2 pieces. Growing up with 3 siblings, I've had to share a lot. And as pretty much any sibling can attest to, sharing is not the easiest thing to do when it involves, well, anything. But as I have matured, I've come to realize that sharing can be a great thing, especially when it's my sister's clothes. What may seem like an insignificant gain to you could mean the world to someone else. The saying that has become the joke of our class, but is also very true: sharing is caring. Say sorry, the dreaded sorry card. Your piece gets to come onto the board, but only by picking off your opponent and sending them back to start. Personally, I hate this card, but it's part of the game. And in card specifics, it directs you to apologize to your opponent. We try to avoid hurting or misusing people, but it will happen. It is a part of life. If you ever set someone back or hurt someone, say sorry. Don't give up. Sometimes it looks like you are definitely going to lose, but remember that the whole game can change in an instant. All it takes is 1 card or 1 good play, and the advantage shifts. Never stop trying. Be competitive, but stay kind. You can win without picking your opponent off the board. When you want something, have the drive to achieve it, but be the competitive person who refuses to step on anyone else to reach your goal. Get there with your own hard work, kindness, and persistence. It feels like just yesterday that we were entering high school for the first time. We have each faced our own challenges and successes. However, I have known each of you to play on the kind side. Nicholas is willing to help with anything tech, even if it's a stupid question. Sophia is always looking to share her lunch, more specifically, force-feed Emma Slim Jims. And whenever you see Tristan in the hallway, just know that his hand is already up waiting for a high five. I know that each of you can and will do brilliant things in the future, and I am assured that it will be done with kindness and grace. If there's one thing you take from this speech, based on a game made for 6-year-olds, just remember that sorry is like life, and it's how you play the game that matters. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Libby. Now I'd like Nicholas Wade, class president, to introduce our guest speaker.
Deciding on a guest speaker this year was very easy. Mr. Rob Hamill. It is no small task to reach and teach my classmates. He has persevered through our trials and has supported us when we were not at our best. In the classroom, he changed our view of English courses. He helped us realize that there is more to school than busy work. Is the thought process behind the work. His teaching methods challenged us all, especially when he questioned us as to what we wanted to do in the class. How do we know? We didn't attend college to become a teacher. Most of us thought, isn't he supposed to tell us? But then, the greatest moments would happen. We would actually discuss and debate our ideas as he sat back with a smile on his face. Challenges were presented daily. We were always forced as individuals to leave our comfort zones and try our hardest. We also presented him with challenges because at times we could be reluctant learners and trying to make teaching us more difficult. We appreciated his wisdom during our high school years and are so glad we had the opportunity to have him as our teacher. As I said earlier, the class of 2021 had little trouble in selecting him as our guest speaker. His thoughts are insightful and words articulate. I proudly present to you a truly amazing teacher and tonight's guest speaker, Mr. Rob Hamill.
Thank you. Honored to be here. Thank you very much. If you could do me a favor, could you guys turn your chair? I want to talk to you. Could you turn your chairs around, please? That's weird. Not one of you said no. That's never. Congratulations, class of 2021. The beauty of speaking to you now, unlike in class, is you don't have the usual distractions. For example, in school, one of you at least would have your phone out, giving me second-by-second updates on Izzy's frantic last-minute rush to school. She's just left, she's driving down Gorham Hill, or, okay, she's at the light, but there's a cyclist crossing, so she had to come to a complete stop. Or, she's almost here, but there's a long line at Dunkin's, but don't worry, she only ordered a bagel. They're laughing because that happened daily. Libby has no morning coffee, so there are no grounds to joke with her. And Bree isn't craving smart food at 8 a.m. Tristan, you aren't debating if a burrito is a sandwich, and Nicholas doesn't have his laptop. I'm not calling Wyatt West, for which I have no excuse. And not one of you will ask to go to the bathroom. And if this were class by now, Chris Johnson would have asked so sincerely, and how are you, Mr. Hamill? I've always appreciated that, Chris. That said, this will be brief, because we are here for you, the graduates. Old MacDonald had it wrong. E-I-E-I-O. I'll leave you with one piece of advice. Don't be like Old MacDonald. All I and no you. I'm talking pronouns rather than letters, but the point stands. Want to be more liked, kinder, learn more about others in the world around you? Use you more often than I. Don't talk exclusively about your own life without asking about others. Don't sit beside your friend or parent or significant other and tell them all the things you did every day with every sentence beginning I without asking what their day was like. Don't always only share your own fears and dreams without leaning in, looking that special person in the eye and asking, will you share yours? And then listening. In fact, the University of Texas conducted a series of studies on this very point, and here are results of but 2 of those studies. They monitored conversations at campus cocktail parties. The people who used I least were judged by others as having the most power and prestige. And the U.S. military found that in emails during Operation Desert Storm from both U.S. and Iraqi forces, the higher the rank, the less those individuals used I. On an episode of the Comiskey Method, an acting coach walks his students through an assignment he calls Mirror, during which you stand in front of a partner and mimic their every action. He says, this helps you be more in the moment, getting out of your own head and into theirs. It makes you a better human. Nothing we have taught you in your years of education is worth a thing if through it all you fail to realize how much of our actions affect others, and the power you have to make others' lives better. So my last lesson, use I less frequently and use you more. Put down your mirror, the phone, the first person pronoun. Please tuck them all away every so often. Start looking at others. Look at the world through their lens. Then start looking at what others want and need. Start using you more often. Tonight, in addition to your diploma, you will each receive a wooden letter U in the bottom of your tote. Just a reminder that the most important person is the second person pronoun, and to think of others just as much as you think of yourselves. By now, Izzy is late for something, Libby needs her coffee, someone just has to see a guidance counselor now, and most importantly, we're all here for you. So let's turn our attention back to you, the class of 2021. Congratulations, and may the world be as kind to you as you are to it. Thank you.
And now I'd like to call guidance counselor and senior class advisor Christine Lemoyne and GRS school board member Dennis Wade to help present tonight's diplomas. Valedictorian, Libby Lee Fortin. valedictorian, Jocelyn K. Parody. Emma Caitlin Bernier. Cheyenne L. Farabee. Madison Marie Buto. Caitlin Alexis Chase. Wyatt T. Dubla. Colby James Goodrow. Julia E. Langua. Isabel Macucci. Anastasia Renee Pepin. Christopher Michael Pickett. Brianna Lynn Poirier. Tristan Henry Ellis Robertson. Ian G. Steady. Nicholas K. Wade. Cullen C. Anderson. Richard P. Burton. Colby Matthew Carrier. Aiden James Etienne. Wesley Wyatt Fillion. Justin M. Fratelloni. Anthony W. Frisk. Christopher Michael Johnson. Holden Robert Lett. Dakota Levier. Jordan T. Lukashevsky. Haley J. Morehouse. Sophia Joy Schoenbeck. Ethan Joseph Talon. Claudia Elise Whitworth. Ready, graduates? By the power vested in me. Oh, I guess I need to pause. Hold that thought. We really just wanted to keep you a little bit longer with us. Okay, let's try this again. Ready? By the power vested in me, by the Gorham Randolph Shelburne Cooperative School Board and the state of New Hampshire, I pronounce you graduates of Gorham High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our newest alumni, the class of 2021. Gorham Middle High School values the time when students, parents, relatives, and teachers come together to celebrate the completion of the K-12 education experience. To the class of 2021, I applaud your perseverance. Further, I challenge you to go forward and make our world a better place. Have a safe and wonderful weekend.